We are waiting for those manufacturing figures to be released in South Africa. The June figure came in at 8.8%, and for July we are expecting a little bit of a downward spiral. What are you expecting, given the fact that we did see a slight increase in the PMI for the month of August, and that of course was released last week? 50.3%, 50.3 points is what we saw last week, but clearly that is not going to feed into this manufacturing number.
Eleni, we've seen manufacturing numbers globally coming lower, so we're expecting the number to come in at 6%, and on in terms of the month-on-month number at 0.4. We're seeing a stronger rand. We're expecting a stronger rand to hurt those numbers, as well as the effect of slowing global recovery, as well as, and we saw our GDP numbers coming in lower than expected for the second quarter, so that will contribute to us a lower number out this afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Well, Yolanda, you are expecting a better number though for the month of August, clearly, because as I said, that PMI number is showing a slight growth, and of course you cited the strong rand as one of the key issues that the manufacturing sector is dealing with right now.
Yes, Eleni. I think overall, though, we are going to see the year-on-year number come off lower, and that's really your number that you're going to be looking at when you look at the different factors.
All right, taking a look at the MPC meeting, we've kicked off the meeting today. We are expecting a 50 basis point cut, at least that's what many people are hoping for at this point in time. Yolanda, do you think it's going to be enough to give a nice boost to the consumer out there, given the fact that consumers have been under pressure for some time now and we still have not seen a strong enough recovery?
Eleni, I think it will support consumers in the long term. There is, however, a bigger gap in terms of your consumer, your employed consumer and your unemployed. Obviously, those that are repaying their debt, very, very positive for them. But those that are still unemployed, unfortunately, it's not really going to help them. But we're going to obviously interest rate sensitive stocks are going to benefit from that, and I think the market has already priced in a cut. We've seen, especially after Jill Marcus's comments, those three factors that she had expected. If those changes, the possibility of a cut, even though last week she did say that we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves in expecting a cut, but I think the market's pretty much priced it in and will benefit consumers and interest rate stocks.
Well, just looking at that, we saw Sasfin out with results today, and we saw a decline of headline earnings per share down 37% for the full year, and really just showing that perhaps we're still starting to see a little bit of pressure coming through when it comes to small and medium-sized businesses, and also the demand and the allocation of credit out there as well. Your view on these results?
Eleni, I think just very indicative of where the market is now, as you've mentioned. The market obviously not liking those results. We've seen them down on the day. I mean, the rest of the market fairly flat. So disappointing in the market. But obviously, we're going to have to see how the interest rates play out for the next year, and how that business turns around. They are quite positive in the future for them. They've come up with a positive statement. They do see their business turning around, but still market not really liking the results today.